Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Check three. Alert three. Safe. Shoot.
2nd and 6. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line. I'll give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a toss, Kamara left side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, watch 7. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Watch twist. Check 3.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Off the play fake, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 79.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
The pass, incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give it more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check. Check. He's coming, double up. Trap 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's across midfield.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 30. The 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
San Francisco.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Play action now. Prescott. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And his kick is good.
The score, Bears 10, 49ers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And the 49er first down.
Let's go, baby.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Prescott now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Prescott's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Prescott yet again. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Prescott. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott flushed out right. He may try it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mark 22, Mark 22. Bring it. Bring it. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check. Mike 22, Mike 22. Pick it up. Mike 22.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Jared Davis.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott to throw it. And he hauls it in the end end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's 39-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. Four yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Samuel. It's a gain of 20. First down, San Francisco.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back now at Soldier Field.
28.
It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Get wide. Big Ed, Big Ed. Viking 18.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You're trash. Watch the safety creep.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Let's get it. To backfield. Motion to the backfield. Mike 22, Mike 20. 79 Bronco. Mike 22, he's coming. 22. Panther Street.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Slam. He's checking.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
From the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Check safety. Bang.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations. It doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting. They can practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And they're going to bring it down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be caught by Mooney. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Check the backer, check the backer. Jump, slip,
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A gain of 14. 1st down, 49ers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners, the win means they'll finish the 1st half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.